Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Soulight Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten and I have another Trump-related reading for you guys today. This is a little look into the future, right, into Felix Sader. I don't know much about Felix Sader. Honestly, there's so many characters and so many dodgy ones. So I had to do a little bit of research on the internet to find out more about him and why Trump is so afraid of Felix Sader. Apparently he's supposed to talk to Congress on March 27th, and Trump is seeming to have some, unhappiness about that. Felix Sader was and is a mob-linked operator, an ex-con, and he could be the key to the Russia investigation. He's worked on and off with Donald Trump's organization, but Trump acts like he hardly knows him. He's believed to be a connecting factor in the Trump Tower Moscow deal. He's also been involved in a lot of shady deals outside of Trump, including brutal interactions with others and multi-million dollar frauds fraud schemes. He's been heard to say that he was part of getting Putin to engineer Trump's election win. Apparently, there was some type of Cohen-Sader-Artemenko joint plan to propose a Ukrainian peace treaty, which I don't know the details or the implications of what that is or why that's a problem. But this plan or proposal was supposed to have been delivered to Cohen and from Cohen passed on to Mike Flynn. But Mike Flynn resigned before any action was taken on this. Now, if I have these facts or this information wrong, please feel free to clarify what I've got wrong in the description box, in the comment box below. It has not been proved whether or not the plan was ever delivered to Mike Flynn. So I believe that Felix Sader is scheduled, like I said, to talk to the Senate committee on March 27th, and that it's going to be an open interview. It will be involving this information as well as any work that he did with Michael Cohen on the Moscow Tower project. There was also, based on my research, an offer of like a $50 million penthouse suite within the tower as a gift to Putin to get him to come on to the deal or to approve it, and also to as an incentive to get, I guess, other rich individuals and powerful or influential individuals to be a part of the Moscow Tower project or to, rent space in it. It was this deal that Michael Cohen lied to Congress about and why he is now facing a prison sentence of 3 years or more. He lied about the overlapping time frames of when these negotiations were taking place, and apparently negotiations were taking place well into the 2016 election. So there's a compromise involved here with a foreign power. Michael Cohen has since pleaded guilty to that. He's come clean and admitted that he lied. So what is Sader going to tell Congress? That's the question that I have here for the cards. And has he flipped on Trump? Is he, going to cooperate is he cooperating with the special counsel? Is he going to cooperate with the committee and answer the questions honestly? Or will he flip if he hasn't already? I don't know Sader's background. I haven't been following him, so I haven't got a flavor for if he's a good guy or a bad guy. I assume he's a bad guy and always out for himself, and he's just going to do what's best for him. But I'm not sure if he's flipped yet, as of yet. Hopefully the cards will tell me if he has or if he will. Or will he take the fifth? So that's the agenda of this reading. In the layout, we have the overall situation. I'm using the Anna K Tarot today, along with my 12 Chairs Tarot deck. And I'm using Sibilla and Divina and some Livera Sibilla to clarify. The reason why I mix cards is because there are certain decks that I like their pictures. The pictures speak to me. They help me tell a story, and I always intend when I shuffle my cards and ask a question that not only the traditional meaning of the card guide me and give me truth, but that also the pictures on the cards would assist me in understanding that truth, okay? So it's not for everybody. Not everybody mixes cards. That's just the way I like to do it. That's what works for me. All right. So, yeah. So in this layout, we've got the overall theme. Why is Felix Sader testifying? What's it all about? These two cards here, Felix Sader represents how he's going to be acting or reacting, what he may be saying or telling Congress in this open interview. The next two cards represent the Democrats on the Congressional Committee and how they're most likely going to act or respond to Sader's testimony. And then these two cards represent how the Republicans are going to act or react. Below, and I'll show you these cards later, these are the outcome cards. Outcome for Sader, legally or emotionally, spiritually, physically, whatever his outcome is as a result of this testimony. And the last two cards are results to Donald Trump, and his presidency as a result of Sader's testimony. So that's how the layout flows. Let's go ahead and get started. Overall situation, we have the Eight of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Sorry that I'm talking so quietly today. My throat has been bothering me. Eight of Wands, Six of Pentacles. This could be a message or a delivery, a gift, and an offering. Eight of Wands talks about setting a plan in motion, moving forward with an agenda, and trying to push a plan through. Look, someone's trying to give someone some information, some documents, pass something along, some information along. And Six of Pentacles, you know, there's some kind of exchange taking place to balance the situation, to go in another person's favor, to level the playing field, or to recompense, to compensate for services given, right? Could be a negotiation or a deal, an arrangement, a transaction. I'm seeing plans to move forward and to give some evidence in order to strike a deal. This could be past and this could be present. I read in layers. With the Widow here to clarify this Six of Pentacles, I see failure to strike a deal. I can't help but notice that this card is touching the Republicans section. The Republicans are unhappy about this deal or this transaction. Perhaps Sader talking about it. Perhaps a deal that Sader has struck with someone to legally balance scales in his favor. Okay? The Republicans aren't, or Trump's team are not happy about that. So I feel like the cards are describing or coloring an attitude that they're having towards Sader and about Sader. Distrust, suspicion, acting as if he's untrustworthy, right? He's not their friend. Three of Cups upright. These are your friends. Three of Cups reversed. These are not your friends. They're your fake friends. Okay? There's a lack of support and a lack of encouragement for this deal, for this person striking this deal. I don't know what sign Felix Sader is. I did not look that up. So I feel like on levels and layers, I'm talking about this past deal for this tower, the past deal for this Ukrainian peace treaty that I read about, and perhaps a deal with special counsel, a deal to take care of oneself for legal reasons, doing what's best for you on Sader's part. Any of these are possibilities. I feel like Trump is very worried what Sader is going to say about this deal. And also, just as a side note, so maybe some kind of litigation appeal will be lost in this time frame. The Quarrel reverse, this is the card that This is my treason card when it's reversed. It's a battle, it's a fight. It could be a war, it could be upright is a fair fight, reverse is not a fair fight. Like I said, this could be civil war, treason. This is a Urki card when it's reversed. This is clarifying the Eight of Wands. So coral reverse can be a disagreement, right? A disagreement about moving forward with a plan. There was not a harmonious follow through with his plan. Or someone is betraying another in order to follow through with the plan and work a deal. All right, on Sader's level. So I'm seeing family discussions that took place about this tower deal. So it could have involved the whole family, meaning Trump's family. And I'm just getting this angry feeling from Sader's cards, that he's forcing himself to keep calm during this testimony, or keep calm about what he's going through. I feel like he is exposed in some kind of lie or caught in a lie as a result of this testimony, okay? So he may expose a lie or get caught in a lie during his testimony. And maybe that is why he feels the need to temper his emotions, because he's been exposed. Again, this is my treason card, betrayal card, and it's it's close to Sader's cards. This is what Sader's doing. And it's touching this tower, the Trump Tower. This has become iconic for the Trump Tower. This tarot card here of the tower always makes me think of Trump Tower. Let me just turn my music down a little bit. It's a little loud. There we go. So there were some family discussions that took place, back and forth discussions, or traveling, and discussions in order to work this deal in this Trump Tower, and the whole family was involved, right? Some sort of exposure of a lie here around that issue. With Sader in some type of betrayal to the tower, to the family. You can't see it, but family, White House. Hopefully this will start to make sense in a minute. Right now it's feeling kind of pasty. I'm getting this angry feeling from Sader that he's forcing himself to stay calm because, like I said, perhaps he's caught in a lie, or he exposes a lie. There's some kind of treason involved with Sader and Trump, the Trump Tower, and the family on another layer, on another level. There's treason here. So Sader is exposed in a lie, or some treason is exposed through this testimony. I don't feel he wants to go down for that lie. I don't feel Sader wants to go down for that lie. I feel like he's trying to resist a tower moment, a disaster looming in his future. So he's betraying a plan, or betraying the family, exposing some lies. Okay? in order to protect his way of life. So let's talk about Sader. He's got the Six of Wands and the Tower. I also pulled out a more traditional Six of Wands, because this always makes me feel election vibrations. Someone who's been elected as a leader, someone who's been chosen or selected, right? So this always represents, in these political readings, an election. And look, it's close to my Trump card. But anyway, in this deck, the Six of Wands, the 12 Chairs Tarot, the Six of Wands looks more like a travel. And where are you going? Where are they off to? Next to the Tower. So I feel like Sader felt like he could land this deal, right? In this deal, he was the man to land Putin, right? To land this whale. He sees himself as the deal maker. He sees himself as the brand maker. I mean, maybe we're talking about Sader and Trump energy here. This is what he was selling. This is what he was trying to sell. I can get you this Tower deal. I can get you Putin. I can get you elected. You know, I got this Tower, and I'm gonna get. I don't know. I'm not tuned in enough to go into other thoughts taking place right now besides Sader, because the dog is barking too freaking much. But I love her. I can build your brand, is what Sader is saying in the past. I can get you that win. Could be what Putin is promising. I can deliver. I can deliver. I can deliver. He wanted to be part of Trump's success. He wanted to be part of this great event. And the fortune that could result and that it could yield. Seven of Pentacles. He set up this deal to meet. And I think the cards are saying that Sader set up a meeting between Trump Jr. and Vechelnitskaya as well. He may have arranged that. Looking at the cards, I'm seeing huge ego on Sader's part. He likes a lot of attention. Again, he's the salesman. He's the deal maker. Shared Trump energy. He's just like Trump. They're both narcissists. And they both believe they have these power of persuasion. Sader likes to surprise and to shock people. He has that energy, and he runs his mouth a lot, and he acts like he has all the answers. Perhaps that is how his attitude during his testimony. He's a grand salesman, and he sells you on his guy, Trump. But he's not only selling this Tower, he's selling this election. And so is Trump. Do you understand? Just try to pick up the nuance. Just try to feel what I'm saying. I can't always, explain it much clearer than I do. So there's a lot of ego here. And I can sell you this. I can get you this. I can get you this win. I can get you this Tower. He's saying that to all the individuals, right? He's like a promoter. And he can sell you anything he wants. Mainly, what he's really selling you is himself. Protector clarifies the Six of Wands. So I'm seeing a connection here between Sader as well with Manafort. I feel like Sader connected people. He put people together. He was a connector. And I'm feeling a connection here between Sader and Manafort. I don't know for sure, guys. But perhaps he connected Trump with Manafort as a man who could help Trump get elected during the time of the campaign. Perhaps he brought them together via Putin. Okay? Because all this shit didn't just happen. All this shit was mapped out and planned. Manafort was a man who could get him elected. And part of a plan to destroy and to bring down, what? The Democrats. Or democracy. Democracy, right? The country. The White House. Hope for democracy. Wow. The reason why I said that is because another clarifier for this Seven of Pentacles is the Hope card. Interesting. Oh, I shouldn't have picked that up. Now my cards are jacked up. Alright. Someone recommended that I get an arm for my camera, so I'm looking into getting one of those. I'm hoping the one that I ordered fits my tripod. We'll see. It's confusing to know which parts fit with what, and I guess not everything is universal. But since I've already purchased a tripod, I don't want to purchase a whole nother one, so I'm just buying the arm, and hopefully it'll help me, do these readings easier in the future. But back to the reading. I feel he connected Trump with Manafort, a man who could get him elected, a man who could destroy or bring down the Democrats in the election, as well as another plan, another layer to tear down and destabilize our democracy. And there's always for me Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups in these political readings have taken on different flavors and meanings. And I do feel a voting energy here, actual vote count, right? Seven of Pentacles. So they wanted to destabilize the vote. Or dramatically change the vote. Now, this guy here, the Protector, he works for free. So that's where I got the Manafort feeling, because we all know by now that Manafort didn't take any money to work on Trump's campaign. That's why his flavor is coming out here. His energy. And I feel like Trump is the pensioner, above it all, aware of it all, aware of all of it. So these cards are here to tell us what Sader will openly reveal in his testimony to Congress. And the Tower is telling me there's going to be some kind of huge revelation. And I clarified that, right? I clarified this Tower card, and I got important revelation. So it is definitely a revelation that he's going to make known to us, or that is going to be revealed as a result of his testimony. About Trump, the Tower deal, and about maybe Manafort and Russia's hand in our election as well. It all connects. It's all very diluted and murky, but it all connects. So let's look at the important revelation. What does this card mean? Before we go there, I'm looking at the Six of Wands again, which normally makes me think, like I said, of elections. In this deck, not so much. In this deck, I don't have that feeling, but just to refer to the elections, let me, again, refer you to this card, being chosen, winning, the man of the hour. So I feel like Sader was part of election tampering in some way. A plan to bring down the Democrats and to get that win for Trump. But that all involves Putin. That all involves treason. So let's get back to this important revelation. Why is this tower here? Important revelation. There could be an important revelation about the tower and Trump's family, right? I'm just reading cards that are connecting here, that are touching. And I clarified again the Six of Wands. First I got the Protector, and then I got Viaggio, the Traveler. So, and this has to do with foreign travel, foreign destinations, departures and arrival times, progress forward, and status change for the better. Things moving forward for the better. So it can mean travel, documents, passports. So I feel there will be traces that can provide timelines when things happen and evidence. Maybe someone had to hand over some documents. It provides evidence, legal evidence. Maybe that's what he'll be doing. During the testimony, but like I said before, I'm kind of reading past and upcoming future at the same time, right? So these passports or these travel documents may lend to prove when this Moscow Tower negotiations were taking place. How many times and how long it actually went on for, which could be proved to be very devastating for Trump and the family, Trump's family. Something very devastating and important is going to come out of this revelation. It doesn't have to be about the travel documents, but it could be, or it could be something else. For Sader or for Trump, I'm not sure who this is going to devastate the most. If Sader lies to Congress, there's some kind of proof or document that can corroborate his timeline and Cohen's timeline of travels that will blow up in his face if he does lie. And it will instead reveal the truth, and that would be devastating for all involved. Trump, Sader, and the family. So I see Sader being very flexible, trying to appear very flexible about it all. Trying to appear very flexible about it all. when this revelation becomes known or when he exposes it. Like, he's calm about it. He's trying not to show anxiety and worry, but he has this Five of Cups here, which you can't see in my board, but I'll pull it up as one of his outcomes. He has a Five of Cups here. So he is worried. He's got a lot to lose. And with the Four of Cups next to it, this could prove to be a very dissatisfying outcome for Sader. I asked myself the question, what is the supposed connection between Sader and Manafort? We'll come back to that before we end this reading, okay? But for now, let's go up to the Democrats' reaction to Sader. They've got the Seven of Cups, clarified by the City House and Speranza, as well as the Knight of Cups, that is clarified by Victory and Fortune. Okay. All right. This is how the Democrats are going to feel or likely to behave towards Sader, and their types of questioning and how they may feel about his answers. So with these cards, I feel like they will be patient with Sader, patient, Seven of Pentacles, and polite, Knight of Cups, which makes me feel that he must be cooperating with them on some kind of deal. Or getting a deal could depend on his testimony. In order for Sader to get a deal, to get some alleviation, to get some kind of deal or break, it depends on this testimony. So I feel the Democrats are supportive where the Republicans aren't. City House clarifies the Seven of Pentacles. And like I said before, earlier, Seven of Pentacles has taken on the color of voting for me. And also senators. Senate House. The House of the Senate. Senate votes. This could be another layer, another message. But I'm going to try not to go there. Okay? I wanted to stay focused on Sader. So in their house, they feel comfortable with what Sader is telling them, the Democrats, or they will be very welcoming towards him. This card tells me that the house, as far as they are concerned, the House Committee is functioning their oversight duties well. So they're doing a good job questioning him. They're functioning well in their oversight of what's going on where the Republicans did not or refused to. And with Victory here next to the Knight of Cups, maybe one of the Democrats, one of the politicians, senator or congressman, will be speaking out, saying something, sharing something of significance. Maybe one of his questions will help facilitate this revelation, the tower, this important revelation that comes out. That either catches Sader in a lie or Trump and his family in a lie, right? So I just wanted to confirm what I've understood here, and I confirmed all the cards or clarified them all with Speranza. This card is saying that there is successful resolution amongst the house in regards to, okay, we're kind of going into another layer in regards to the border crisis, but that's already happened. I don't want to talk about that. I gave you that prediction already, and that's already happened. But maybe there's going to be more votes. I don't know. There's still the House itself on a whole is not supportive of the border crisis. But back to this testimony, I feel like the Democrats are going to be happy about revealed travel documents. And as far as Sader goes, I feel like they are keen to believe and to trust the information that he is delivering to the House. Okay? That's what I think the cards are saying. So let's go to the Republicans. I mean, nasty as usual. 3 of Cups. Republicans going to be acting pretty nasty. And with the Lovers here, it says that they have a dilemma. And they're faced with a major choice or a decision that's going to affect them for the rest of their life. On a personal level, I feel that they are not happy. And they are not Sader's friend. They're not working together with him. And they're not supportive of him. They're suspicious and are trying to discourage others from believing anything he has to say. I clarified Lovers, right? A choice or a decision. And I got contrariety, displeasure, which says there will be no agreement to what he shares. To the contrary, they will thumb their noses and have a strong, disagreeable, argumentative taint to their tone, arguing instead alternative facts, contradicting him and opposing him, and psychologically trying to damage him or anyone considering his testimony. And that's just their standard protocol. That's what they do, and they do it so well. And that's what they're going to be doing. They're preparing to do this now, today, as I'm talking to you on March 19th. They're preparing to do this right now. They don't care to get to the truth, guys. They don't care about getting to the truth. What the hell happened? This has got to be some kind of coup, because how can I don't know. Let me just stop. All right. I mean, they piss me off. They really do. And they're doing their standard protocol, you know, when they don't want you to hear the truth or believe the truth or get to the truth. They're just going to try and gossip and say a bunch of, you know, bad things about Sader, which I'm sure are true. But what does that say about Trump? Trump associated with him. You know, I don't want you to think about all that. But I'm tired of trying to get through and make any sense to people who have these beliefs. You're going to believe what you want to believe. Do it. Do so. It's whatever. I'm seeing a little bit of their disagreement with Trump on the border crisis, however, that puts them in a position of showing that they're as just as out for themselves. They still know, they made a major choice or decision not to stand with Trump on that, on overturning their congressional powers. That puts them in a bad position with Trump out of his favor. So on some level, maybe they're trying to showboat and kiss ass because we have the flatterers here. Like I said, these are fake friends. Three of Cups reversed. They're fake friends. They're fake to your face. They talk behind your back. And they've got the flatterers to clarify. So they're definitely blowing some smoke up his big ass. Showboating probably a lot to invoke Trump's favor because they're out of favor because they disagree with Trump on this border crisis situation. Like I said, bullshit talk. And it's right next to the Seven of Cups. The real major bullshit card. The bullshitter is in Trump's... We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. But yeah, they're all full of shit. They just want to keep the big man happy. And so that's what they're going to do. They're not going to try to get to the truth. It's very close to Trump's cards, which you can't see. Let me move up my board. This flatterer card, can you guys see now? Okay. These two cards are Sader's and these two key cards are Trump's. So it's very close to the to Trump's card, King of Swords reversed, and to the bullshit card, Seven of Cups. Alternate realities, alternate facts, just shit I made up in my head, you know. That's what they're going to be doing, and that's how they're going to be, you know, dealing with Sader. But they have an important decision to make, and they really need to think twice. They need to really think hard. Because this is starting to look really bad. Really bad. And there's a lot of contrary displeasure to the choices and decisions that these Republicans are making and how they're behaving and how they're not doing their jobs. So, let's just go down to Trump's cards, okay? He's got the crazy mad scientist, King of Swords from the 12 Chairs Tarot. Look, he's fucking with your head. Really bad. Excuse my cursing. Sometimes a curse word says it all, right? It just gets right to the point. Trump is crazy mad, guys. Crazy mad as a result of Sader's testimony. Maybe he'll say more stuff than what I revealed here, but the gist of it is Trump ain't going to be happy. And perhaps via tweet or interview, he's going to be putting all of his crazy ideas out there, his crazy alternative facts out there, and all of his lies out there to counteract the revelations that the Democrats are uncovering for us through these investigations. The King of Swords reversed. This is a mean, crude, rude dude, boy. He's cutting with his words, and he's wrong in his mind, and he makes bad decisions. He's pretty much a psychopath, a sociopath, mentally disordered, pretty much whack. And did I mention a narcissist? So this is the whack mental card, and the delusional card is right next to him. These are Trump's cards. He wants you to entertain his bullshit. This clarifies the Seven of Cups. Entertain my bullshit, please. And there's so much of it. I mean, it's just, that's all I can say. That's the best word to describe it all. There's just so much of it. Trump is responding with false claims, false facts, lies, and denials in order to create diversions, in order to get you to entertain these ideas and thus get confused and not believe what you're being told, not believe what you're hearing, not believe what is coming, not believe the source of it all. Or the not only the source, but not to believe the purpose behind it coming out, the motivations of the people bringing out the truth. So that's his modus operandi. That's what he's doing. He's just following his normal protocol, just like the Republicans are. Disorganizing minds. And his mind is highly disorganized, guys. This is mad, delusional, crazy. And these are Trump's cards. So, not only is he confusing facts, he's got facts confused, people. He really does. And there's a lot of people entertaining this and falling for it. What a shame. So it's safe to say he's not going to be happy with Sader's testimony. He's going to be criticizing his own party for their lack of support, especially, and that's because they're on his shit list now because of the border crisis and their lack of support and encouragement of that. I see him withdrawing support or trying to show that with my words I can withdraw support from you guys. So you guys better support me on this. I see him trying to change or persuade through force of will, through abuse of power. Votes or choices of his party. as well as what, lookers on understand and accept as facts in the matter. La Amica is a friend, right? So this is how he's treating his so-called friends, his party and his supporters. He's either giving them no choice but to follow his unethical lying ass to perdition or else. And to his supporters, he's just spewing out false facts and more confusion for them to entertain. So as an outcome for Sader, he's got the Five of Cups. And the Four of Cups. Five of Cups is disappointment, betrayal, let down. You done spilled it. You done spilled the tea. And you can't take it back now. You can't put it back in the bottle. Sincere friend reverse clarifies this Five of Cups. This is a treacherous friend. Sader has been a treacherous friend. He shows himself to be a treacherous friend, one who betrays. So I don't see him pleading the fifth. I feel like he's going to tell on Trump and tell on Trump's kids. I feel like he's driven by his own personal interests, because that's what crooks do. And this card shows that there is bad faith between Sader and Trump in the end. He will share inappropriate confidences with others. Again, in reference to these journeys or travels to foreign places or with foreigners. This card says, beware the enemies that you meet on a journey. So I guess he feels bad. I'm a lousy friend. Maybe. I feel his real sorrow is over his loss, what he's going to lose. Because I feel like he is going to be facing some severe legal damages, especially if he lies about anything, because there's documents to back shit up. And if he lies, it's going to be a woeful day for Sader. Who knows? I'm so jaded right now after Manafort got that light sentence from both judges. I don't know, guys. I don't know anymore. Now I understand. I mean, as a black woman in America, of course, I probably have some of the strongest reasons to resent this country. But I was raised to love my country, to believe in America. And when people, especially like foreigners, because I work with many foreigners, I used to work in the fashion industry, would talk shit about America, that would piss me off. You coming to my country and talking shit about my country. Well, you know what? Now I understand. Because it's all in our face. Okay, it's always been there, and I'm not saying I wasn't aware of it. I was aware of it, but I had no idea. Just how great, how sickening, and this disease of hatred and racism is in this country. I'm disgusted. But it was always there. It was always there. We just wasn't looking at it. Now we can see it, and hopefully together we can change it. But yeah, this is a boy. This is a mess. And you know what? I'm getting a murder energy here. As I was editing this, I started to realize I didn't read the weakness card. I didn't read the lot of money card. And I feel like there's a warning here of a possible another massacre by a mentally disordered person influenced by Trump. It may affect the Dems. So please, everybody, just be mindful of that around the end of the month. I'm getting a murder energy here. This is my grieving funeral death card, and this looks like a body on a body, you know, where the police map out where the body was found. I don't know what that's all about, but I'm getting kind of a murder death energy here. Maybe that's something else, another message coming through. Again, the time frame is between now, the 19th, and the end of the month. Give or take a week or so. So this will blow up in his face if he lies in any way. And basically, he's definitely a betrayer at the end of the day of somebody. He is a betrayer to this country, and he is going to betray his friends in some way to save his own ass. So I got some new cards. Where did I put them? Where did I put those cards? Hold on. I got some new cards that I just wanted to kind of try out, and they're called Tea Leaf Oracle. I don't have the box with me in front of me, do I? Oh, where did I put that box? I don't see the box. Maybe it's downstairs. But I pulled out some oracle cards from the Tea Leaf Oracle as a final message. So for Sader, his oracle message, he got the wreath and the bat. So he's getting a warning from Spirit. This means sorrow over loss. Sorrow over loss. He should beware. What he says and to whom he says it, because his enemies with bat, take care, enemies are working against you, because his enemies are hidden well and will strike at the first opportunity. Wow, that's pretty deep. With the Four of Cups here, I guess the universe is telling Sader, beware of what you offer, Mr. Sader. It's not going to be well received. Maybe that's a threat coming from Trump to Sader prior or after this testimony. Veiled, of course, you know, not direct. Amongst a bunch of other bullshit, tweets or whatever. And the final summation of Trump, based on his tea leaf oracle cards, he got the bridge and the purse. Looks like Trump is entertaining ideas and troubleshooting, throwing shit up against the wall to see if it sticks, and trying to tempt his Congress to give him money